Alright, and we're back with some more Devil May Cry 2. Last episode, we beat an underwater boss, which is about as annoying as you could think it would be, especially with the underwater levels in this game, as well as it goes invisible, in which case you don't get targeting on it, and you have to free fire, which, if you ever played this game and you know about the free fire, it's pretty awful. So, yeah. If you want to see that struggle bus, you can always watch the last video. But we are on the mission 8 now. Defeat the prisoner in the abyss and hand the hunter the mysterious vessel. Okay, whatever that ends up meaning for us. I probably should upgrade my swords. Double trigger is still 15k, huh? That's something. I kinda... Is it bad that I feel like grabbing HP and some double stars? I feel like no. Give me like one of each. I think one of each is fine. It gives us a little bit of extra boost in case we actually need it for anything. It's still water level. Of course, it's still water level. I don't know out of here, please. I'm so done with water levels, please. If I would have fell back into the water there. Oh man, I would have been upset. I expect to do something like this. They expect me to like break this wall or something, maybe? Can I interact with this? Reflect my power. Alright, well, that's a little cheeky, don't you think? Reflect my power immediately punches you in the face. Why didn't you reflect it, forehead? You have to aim faster than you think you do. By aim, I mean swing faster. There we go. It's almost better to hit it on the second swing of your attack. This is actually like some kind of joke. There we go. Jeez. It should not have been that bad. It should not have been. No, wait, why? But why? Then you gotta go add enemies on top of throwing us back in the water? You're actually the worst. Oh, where do I need to go? Get me out of here. It'd be so nice if I could actively target this, but no, you gotta have to freehand and hope for the best. Let's say we got a pretty good amount out of that. This might be very quick, and it was. No, please get me out of the water. Stop. Don't do me like this, game. I hate the water. I hate it so much in this game. Yeah, man. We're going straight back into it, aren't we? Of course we are. Of course we are. Good thing I upgrade that bow gun, man. Oh, man. I feel like I need to get another upgrade in the bow gun. If they're going to keep throwing us into the water, I may as well upgrade our best weapon for the water. I know what they want from me here, but I'm just going to keep running. Forget water combat. Beautiful. This is going to be like a puzzle or something, I'm sure. Can I get up there? Okay. Light a blue flame, and then the way will be open. Easier said than done. I don't suppose you, want to help me in now? Okay. Okay, so this is similar-esque puzzle thing to what Dante had here. Almost had it all in time. Good thing it doesn't require you to hit all of these, because if your character ever gets stuck on the platforming like we did right there, you'd be so just done for. Although, I'm sure it probably speeds up the factor if you can actually get to them all. It has to be water. It has to be water. Every time. Finally, get me out of here. I guess I re-equip the swimming heart, because knowing my life, I'm sure I'm going back into the water at some point. Aqua heart? Yeah, sure. Whatever you want to call it. Apparently I'm throwing bombs now. I was thinking that was my throwing daggers. Ripped my HP. You guys so tanky. I know we haven't upgraded our weapons at all, but why are you guys so tanky? Probably just to fill up your double trigger again, I guess. I feel like destroying those things is a trap. Okay, well, it doesn't look like it's actually doing anything for me by hitting those. So, I don't think we have any money, right? Yeah, no, we basically had just spent everything. Still don't know what they expect out of those, unless I'm supposed to hit them in, like, a certain order or something. Otherwise, they just kind of exist. Okay, why would I not want to strike the middle? I have no idea. Like, they're literally giving me nothing to go off if those are active. Do they expect me to deactivate them? Or if that's the case, how do they expect me to deactivate them in order to get that there? I'm sure I probably missed that power with Dante as well. Maybe it's a good power, but like if they're gonna give me zero idea of what is expected of me in order to be able to do it, then I'm not gonna stress over it. I'm just gonna go. Unless it forcibly requires me to go back to get it. Like, it just... deja vu, I've seen this guy before, but okay. Now you must be the Plutonian. Yep. Alright, so what I remember of fighting you before, range is king. Use this to build up our devil trigger a little bit. We did manage to stagger him there, though, although I don't know why that is. I don't know if you're weak to electricity, but we're gonna go ahead and go with it for the time being. This is with, like, offensive part, too, so we'd be doing even less damage had we had not had that equipped. Probably the way that this fight's gonna have to go, considering my HP here. Not really the way I want to go about fights, but they're really not giving me much of an option here. Hey, how's it going? They're giving me some regular enemies, which is normally annoying, but fine in this case because it'll let me get some devil trigger much quicker, in which case I can deal with this guy much easier. I rolled, don't give me that. Alright then, you want to be like that? Let's do it. Ah yes, attack the minions with your most overpowered ability. Yes, just don't use it on the boss. Why would you want to do that? Make it make sense, Gabe. I wonder if I can actually make him run into the lasers and that would do extra damage. I'd like to think so, but something tells me I'm not that lucky. Nice dodge on the lasers there, running on top of the wall in order to dodge. Use our devil trigger here for the knockback immunity, and he done for. And another boss. We were still going in on him, even through the cutscene. There might be more things around there, but I think we'll be fine.
Did you find what you were looking for?
Hey, yes. Look, we're meeting up with Dante again.
Now we can stop Arius's ambition.
Whatever.
But actually, I do not deserve this power. Bring this to Mathieu for me, please. I've got something that I need to take care of.
I'll try and up the volume when I end up recording this, so that way you guys can hear the voices better, because having to switch it back always from, you know, like main gameplay sound to like character speaking sound is a little annoying. So if I could just do it in editing, it's probably easier overall. I'd prefer not to, but considering the way that the sound balances in this game, kind of just is what it is. Mission 9. To prove its own identity, the Protector points a blade towards the Decayed King. Presumably that's talking about Lucia pointing her weaponry towards our corporate boss man here.
For a defect, you show promise. But did you really think you could deceive me? Have you come back to me, Kai?
I'm Lucia. Don't call me Kai.
Oh wow, she just gets a
Then
walk up
why
in
did
there?
you
Must be
come
nice.
here? Let me guess. You seek my death.
Die!
Alright, well, we're just getting right into it, huh? Oh no, you don't get the attack. No, no, no. That's for me and me alone. Oh, good thing we ended up dodging that. I can't hit it once he falls on the ground like that, like it actively protects him. Ow, fair enough. Oh, alright, we got double trigger time, let's go. Get in there. If we can just stagger lock him, he shouldn't be able to do much to us here. Oh, it made me target minions instead of him, really? I do remember some of the locations he likes to frequent due to playing with Dante here, and it looks like that's a general thing that happens. So if you're wondering why I have an idea of where he is, that's why. I wonder if they're actually going to force me to kill that blood goat before I can actually take out Marius here. I don't think so. So if that's the case, we can go ahead and bully him here, ideally before he teleports, and we did.
You lose, Kai.
I don't know, I feel like you got kind of whooped there, friend. Ah, yes, make sure just to stand still and accept, of course.
Kill me!
That man is going to bring me the Arcana shortly.
After all of that, you could have just let Dante handle it, but no, you had to go and get yourself captured.
That's just a piece of crap.
Oh, Arcana.
See if I can boost it up a little more earlier.
Here's another
for us.
3 for you.
No!
Crap like that doesn't interest me. But
I wonder if it's actually going to have us fight as Dante here for
Your
this
swan
part.
song
That'd be
will.
interesting.
You cannot win. Someone is holding.
Forget about me. Kill Arius.
Don't worry. I've got you.
Well, that'll work. Hey, there's our devil trigger. I mean, we really shouldn't be worried about falling, right? I mean, we have access to aerial heart and whatnot. How am I gonna get D damage when we killed the boss? I guess it's just because I didn't bully his minions enough. Like, I don't know, the rating system in the game is a bit weaker, shall we say. But yeah, that's another mission down. What else we got?
Why did you save me?
Oh, okay, we're not even gonna go into the next mission yet. Got it.
By him.
It should
Every
already be
hero has a
higher quality.
weakness.
But the ritual was activated because of me.
There's still time.
We have until the sun is completely eclipsed. But how are you going to enter the building? The entrance is...
Where there's a will, right?
Now, we should actually start getting more of a divergent path here, because Dante is going to be doing Dante
Mother.
things here.
Yes, it is true that we are not tied by blood. But our ties are bound by history and experience, which is much deeper than blood.
If you say so, Granny.
Now go. Everything I know, I have passed on to you. You are my daughter.
Not, well, you know, I guess figuratively. Clearly not literally.
Thank you, Mother.
I do appreciate the red hair, though. Mission 10. Okay, we can probably move the audio back down again before I blow people's ears off. I was afraid it was going to be this mission. I was really hoping this was going to be a Dante exclusive level, but no. 4 lights will open the sealed door, but we'll also invite the creepy to play. If I remember correctly, this made one of the longer episodes when I was doing our Dante playthrough because of trying to remember where every orb ends up being. So that was fun. I'm really trying to wait out for some, like, different weapons. Like, last time I ended up getting a missile launcher from here, as well as, I think, another sword with Dante, so I'm gonna assume that Lucia gets some similar treatment here and not upgrade anything for the time being. We'll see if that ends up being the case. I'm hoping it ends up being the case. Alright, well, our first orb's right there, and the power is right here, which means we should be getting some fighting in here, unless the orb's gonna unlock the power for us. Yep, that is an abyss goat over there. Oh man, my damage is set. I think I'm actually using... I think I was using our darts at the time. Yeah, now I'm using my daggers. The throwing daggers are so much better than the darts, which is like really unfortunate because we went out of our way to get those. But yeah, no, the throwing darts are just better. Although that became a similar thing with Dante's Ebony, and I agree, that's his hand guns members, I believe. This goat's getting bullied. Pretty sure I just need to take care of this orb here. I think they're just gonna keep infinitely spawning until I actually take care of it. Easier said than done, of course, when you can't actively target the thing. There's gotta be a sweet spot for this thing where I can hit it without so much retaliation from the biscuits right there. Alright, immediately skipped over the stuff. Need 3 more powers in order to reach the deep hole. Fantastic. However, since I've now got that unlocked, maybe we can actually get access to the power over there. And that did turn out to be the case. Okay, so it was a good thing we rushed the orb there. Let's see what this actually gives us. I think when we did with Dante, we got the Tear of the Goddess. I don't think it was necessarily from this part, but I think it was within this level that we ended up getting it. Quick Heart. A magic stone with the beast of a running demon beast. Okay, so that is, that's our running one. So maybe we didn't actually get this one until much later, in which case maybe we got a power earlier instead of the running heart, back in that one area where we had gotten the running heart before, but it's Dante, in order to make that run over to that part, which was actually open for us in the Lucia section, which is interesting to see. Alright, that's one orb down. We're just looking for the other orbs here. Which I feel like I kind of have an idea if they're generally within the same area. I wish I had control over the camera angle. That would certainly make looking for them a bit easier in that part at least. That should despawn all the enemies over there. We did get the orb, but I'm sure there's more things to explore over there, so we're probably going to go ahead and end up getting back over there. But if we can despawn the enemies early, I don't have to run around actively trying to dodge them a bit more, which allows me to look around more in the scenery rather than having to look to negate incoming damage, which is ideal. Sears? There we go. These things give us a ton of money, so whenever we can get access to those, we should take advantage of it. We are hugging the wall here a bit more, which is probably not the greatest for looking for orbs, but we are getting a good amount of money out of this, which is good in case we ever run across like an expensive door or something. Okay, so these guys do poison on their basic attacks. That is pretty gross. It does make me think that there's an orb around here if we got so many regular enemies chilling over here. It's probably past them, though, is the thing. Which is fine, but I didn't really get a good check on the other areas because I just ran past a lot of it, really. That's an extra life right there. We take those. And there's an orb for us. Let's go. Nobody gonna try and stop us from this orb? Come on now. You need to release 2 more powers in order to reach the demon world. Easy enough. Why do you need to get into the demon world, though? It makes sense that Dante does because of what he does in his missions. But for Lucia, though? Okay, that's another orb already. Beautiful. Naturally, the last orb is going to be the one that I struggle to find first because that would just be my life. There we go. Need one more in order to reach the demon world. Alright, where else did we have one? I think there was one within this area. Although I think that's the door where we actually need to go to once we have all of the things available to us. Some Bach. Swords for Lucia that have high striking power. Oh, high damage? I love that idea. High damage, you say? Well, don't mind if I do. As for an amulet, well, we're right here. Allows me to move faster, give me that. Electro's probably fine. Offense, heart, sure. That's just regular enemies guarding the doorway here, from what I'm seeing. Which is fine, because now that I know it's the Savage Demons and the Demono Choruses, I'll know that those are the enemies blocking the way that I need to go to get back to the Demon World, but I also still need to find this last orb here before I can do any more with that. We probably could be killing those, but like, if we're not necessarily required to, I'd rather just keep searching for the orb, if that makes sense. The fact that they put an orb here makes me think it might actually be down this path, which if it is, that makes life easier for me. Probably should have checked on top of these. I think we did this before in the Dante one, and there was like a heart fragment or something at the top of it. Oh, that was definitely the orb over there. That is right here. Okay, well, this was beyond faster than what I was doing in Dante. You'll be able to reach the demon world through a demon pulse. Fantastic. Okay, wow. All right. Well, that actually couldn't have gone better. We got through there just about as fast as we possibly could have. Now, this area is essentially a big secret room. It's just kill as many things as possible as quickly as possible for him within the time limit and hope for the best. Assuming it works the same way that it does with Dante, which I imagine it would be because everything else about it so far has been the same. Oh, good. Phantom, you're back. How many times have we killed you now? Right, first we gotta face off with Phantom here, and then we can bully everything. You feeling alright, Phantom? Feeling the good vibes. Yes, please don't protect your face. It makes doing damage a lot easier, see? Range is generally what you want for Phantom. He doesn't really have too many long-range abilities. I'm not really sure why he's being so passive, but I'm really all for it. See, there we go. He's got a little bit of range defense to him, but not crazy. So we can punch him in the face a little bit, and then if we back away, it should aggro him to do something different, in which case we can go ahead and punch him in the face with our daggers again. We actually did end up getting a stagger there. We got a little bit of Devil Trigger built up here, so we'll go ahead and go in for a little bit. Just speed up the process some. Oh, he actually grabbed me. Okay. That's a little weird. Okay, you really don't have to be like this, though. I don't know if there's like an escape thing I'm supposed to be doing here. No, I'm just supposed to lose infinite amounts of HP when he does that, unless there's an actual way to escape that. If there is, I don't know what it is. That's one of his ranged potential attacks, so definitely going to get away from that. Alright, we got him to drop his guard, which is good, because that means we can get in there with Devil Trigger. He's done with. The unfortunate thing is now I don't have Devil Trigger for this wave attack, essentially, which is very not good. Oh, good, it's in the next part of the mission. That's actually fantastic, then, because that means I should be getting my Devil Trigger back. I believe this should be the final weapon that we receive for Lucia for the main weapons, because I think we got 3 for Dante, and this last weapon we picked up for the main weapons, assuming she has the same amount of weaponry that Dante receives, would be the last one, in which case maybe we'll consider upgrading that one. They swarm like clouds and desperately seek the protector's great. The Zumbok. Go ahead and upgrade those a bit. It's 20k. Expensive. Items. Do we want anything else? I wouldn't mind another Devil Trigger. Armed and dangerous. That's probably for just upgrading our weapons once, but here we are. Should help us out with this, especially if it's a time kill mission like it was in Dante's version, in which case having extra firepower is really what I'm looking for. We've seen that all played throughout. Trigger up for the Abyss Goats for sure. Looking like we're getting generally less tanky enemies in this run around, which is beautiful because that'll make life so much easier if we can just nuke enemies much quicker. Then we can get through the waves faster. We can get our Devil Trigger up faster because it won't be enemies that require us to use more of our Devil Trigger if we can just defeat them regularly. Use our devil trigger here a bit so we can take care of some of these airborne enemies that just keep popping out of nowhere. Ranged weapons is probably our friend here, because instead of having to run over with our melee, we can just pound them from anywhere. That's probably the play. Don't tell me that was the last guy, like, stopping the next wave from spawning in. Knowing my luck, it probably would be. The one time I don't really want the knockback, when we actually have to kill guys in a semi-decent amount of time. I definitely do not want the goats up in the air. They take, it's very hard to do aerial combat in the game without just using your throwing weapons. So with that, generally if we can just fight them on the ground, it just makes life easier. These guys, they never come on the ground, so you kind of just have to nuke them with air attacks. Which is fine. I mean, it's a lot easier to hit these on the flying enemies than it is to try and jump up there and melee them. Yep, easy enough. So it gave us an easier set of enemies, and we did just fine. Well, time to just jump right into there. Definitely not an issue. I mean, maybe you can get an S rank in that one, clear time-wise, if you can do it within the first section. I mean, like, good luck to you. Maybe if you had farmed in the earlier missions, maybe that's a more realistic ask. But, for us, yeah, no. For us just running through the game, I think that's a relatively fine time. Missions, well, the Protector scales the skyscraper believing in its own reason for existence. Our money, we're at 8k, 20k for our blades there, not really looking like that's gonna happen. Our throwing daggers could be a thing. I'm halfway considering grabbing more HP and demon trigger items. But we'll see if we actually need those or not. If we can deal with one blood go, knock the other one down, and then fight the other one off once it gets back to us, we shouldn't really get wombo combo by the way. I got grabbed by the door, which messed up the whole wombo combo. That's not what you want to see. Alright, well now we have to do double with our devil trigger, or risk getting absolutely demolished by the fact that they're going to keep stun blocking us together when they both get on top of you. If I can just nuke one blood go, we're fine, because then all I need is one dodge to be able to get back into the wombo combo of the blood goes. It's when multiple get on top of you where it becomes an action mission. But we did relatively well at controlling them, using all of our CC knockbacks and whatnot, so overall pretty fine. Those guys are, you know, for like being a level 3 weapon, they still feel so tanky. Like maybe they truly like want your weapon level to be higher than what it is here, but I feel like level 3 for where we're at for like essentially not farming a single thing seems like it should be good, but maybe they actually expect you to farm levels at some point. Can I get in? Oh, okay, it wanted me to press O. Never know. Sometimes it just immediately lets you in. Sometimes it requires you to, you know, press O or whatever. Now, if this is like the Dante level, then there will be like some sacrificial hearts in order to make demon doors, so that way we can go through the demon doors to get back to the real world, to get back into the demon world, to get back into the real world, and then eventually we come out and mission clear. Catch all that? No? Okay, good, because God, I really don't. Really? Only C rank in style there? Did I get hit once in there? That's probably what it is. It'll probably reset off again here. We don't really need the upgrade section, although if they put other items in here I could potentially want, then we'll go ahead and check it out. There's a base in here. It was HP. I'll take HP. I remember the correct, quote-unquote correct way for this area, so it'll be interesting to see if we get lucky and are able to get through it the first time or not. I wonder what we'll be fighting as Lucia, because when we were here with Dante, we were fighting, what, Bolbeck, something like that? Whereas Lucia here, maybe we'll be fighting the clone that was with Arius there? Not entirely sure. We'll see how it goes. Such a cursed camera angle. Alright, we were able to dodge an enemy attack there, which helped with our style points. Maybe that's the thing. I wonder if you could get full style just from dodging enemy attacks. Probably not. Not a lot of them top all that quickly, so... Ideally, if I can just finish off enemies rather than allowing them an extra chance to come back at me, it would be great. Easier said than done, of course. If we hang on the wall here, then they can't really jump on top of us all too easily. Use this just to recover a little bit of HP and kill these guys off quickly. Since it seems like we're gonna be here a minute with how many it's spawning. Now we are stuck in a room, which means there is a set amount of enemies. As to the amount, who knows exactly how much? Oh, excuse me. We'll edit that out. I say every time I say we, it's gotta be me. Alright, this should be the sacrilege. Yes. This will generate distortion and bring the world closer to the demon world. You know, because that's something you actively want to do, right? I don't think there's anything else over here. The camera angle's cursed. Yeah, no, okay, we just passed through the door. And I think generally just head back to the beginning of the level, more or less, from where we came from, and then we're good. Here, have this heart. And just like that, through time and space distortion and realm distortion, so what happened last time? Last time I took this way, correct? In which case, if we run back this door, it should be different? Question mark? That's looking like a different door than me. Alright, let's do it. I forget, do we need the knockback fireballs in this part? Why, I feel like that's the case. Oh yeah, I originally dodged it. This time I just ran right into it. Okay, I was in the headspace that I was supposed to actually knock them back. It's such a used mechanic within the game. It, you know, it's yeah. It is what it is. But we'll work our way through this. We got this. I can just spam jump once we get out of here and we'll probably be alright. Ah yes, let's not finish off the enemy that we got at 1 HP. Why would we want to do that? There we go. Alright, so those little dudes presumably would have kept spawning infinitely there. Game, can I leave? Please? Easy. Oh, there it is. Sacrilege. That should stop all the defenses at this point now, like we shouldn't be getting sent back to the Shadow Realm here. Any HP or anything? Yep. A straight up blue orb. Okay, that was straight up free max HP there. Gotta love it. It's a little bit of extra money here. I think there was a secret room in this level before as Dante, but I really remember where it is. I don't know if they would place it differently for the Lucia. I mean, they've done so with other secret rooms within the thing. So where it'd be at this point, I'm not entirely sure. And, well, the secret rooms are helpful, don't get me wrong, but I'm not also, like, oppressed to go find it. I think we need one more of those before we actually finish this level. I could be wrong on that. Question now becomes, where do I want to go in all of this? Well, see where this goes. Gonna lead me back out to the, yep, okay, well. I don't have money, right? I'm starting to get a little bit of money at 10K. I'm considering upgrading the throwing daggers. Especially if we have to face certain bosses that Dante already has, then having some actually leveled up ranged weapons would probably be helpful. But we'll see how it goes. We have at least one HP item, and we've got one double trigger item, so that should help a little bit. Another doorway for this. This just happens to be HP, unless it actually wants us to go this way. The fact that it's feeding me HP. Oh no, is it it's this one boss, isn't it? Why? Yep, it is. Okay, this should be like the three-headed boss. In which case, upgrading my throwing daggers would have been fantastic. But no, we're gonna have to do with baby daggers, which is not ideal by any means for this boss, considering the only real access we have to it is with ranged attacks, but it is what it is.
You fool. Everyone is destined to die.
Gross. Alright, so there was a particular mass that I had to hit. Like, one of them actually takes damage, the rest of them do not. Something along those lines. Alright, blue mass does not take damage, so just dodge forehead. Red mass does not take damage, just dodge forehead. We want the, I guess you could call it the greenish mask, maybe? Of course, you know, with no way to actively target it, I literally just have to sit here until the game decides I can target it, which is, easier said than done, and also to be dealt with, so that's good. I'm pretty sure the icicles are specifically meant here just for you to get double trigger charging. Good, the thing I can actually attack the damage. Yes, please. Just stay there. I really wish I upgraded my throwing daggers right now. I wasn't sure if we were going to have to end up fighting this boss or not, but apparently we do. Oh good, whenever all three fuse together, life becomes much easier. The fact that we can actually do damage to them. I'm basically okay taking damage at that point, so long as we can actually do damage. Alright, the red mask is what we're looking for this time, which naturally is the one that wants to hide. Okay, why would the projectiles sit on top of me and not actually, you know, come after me? That seems like that would be the thing that would make the most sense, but alright. Ideally, if I can get melee attacks in here, that's what we're looking for. I'm not really sure what they were expecting me to do. Oh good, he's coming after me, that's perfect. Take all of these throwing knives. Still don't really know what they expect me to do for that one, outside of maybe hang out at the back of the map. Okay, yeah, that's what they're looking for. This one, you just gotta play relatively slowly, unfortunately, due to how this fight is. Whenever they fuse up, probably just go in the double trigger and oh yeah, look at that damage. Oh. Alright, the question now becomes, who am I fighting here? Which one takes the damage? I think it's red that was taking damage again. Okay. I'm feeling threatened right now with my HP. I'd rather just not have to fight this boss all over again. Like, I'd really rather not fight this boss all over again. Like, at all. That... Stop. No. It wants to kick me out of the room. Absolutely not. I hate... Okay. You actually want to get rid of the frosty projectiles there, because those are actually... it steals the targeter, in which case it makes it very hard to target the boss. Try try and build up some of our gauge again for when all three fuse. In this case, we'll be able to get some more damage going. It looks like for the electricity one, to spam dodge and hope for the best. Beautiful. Alright, did we have to use items there? Debatable. We probably could have gone away without having to use them. Did I want to have to fight that boss all over again? No, absolutely not. So, you know, I'll accept it. That's fine. I can deal with regular enemies. You guys are a bunch of chumps compared to the boss. Okay, well. I'd love to be able to actually fight the Abyss build at some point. We did get HP back from one of those enemies, which is beautiful, because that was definitely needed. I do feel like I'm gonna need to buy some more items for remaining fights. Can I not just leave? Yeah, I can just leave. I had to, well. Well, speaking of boss fights, I believe we should be headed into another one right here. Of course, I don't have any items for it, which is very bad. Because I'm pretty sure I ended up using items on this one for when I was fighting with Dante before. So I think the trick to this one was just dealing with the minions' forehead, which is, you know, probably what you would expect. But, you know, just to make sure. We've seen this before. I don't think I can actively skip it anyway, so enjoy watching this cutscene. If you watched it for the first time, well, you get to see it again. If you didn't see it the first time, well, here you go. Hopefully that didn't just crash the thing. I'm gonna assume that's just a cutscene. Okay, good. Oh good, we're gonna get a chance to actually get items back and whatnot. That's C rank. I mean, I guess if I do every single way immediately, maybe. But like, I don't know. Okay, if you say so. Now, I believe Lucia only actually has 14, okay, did not mean to say that in a second file, but you know, just in case. There it is. Because of that, we're already coming up in the hour mark anyways, and this way we can save out the last final part for another video, just in case it runs exceptionally long or whatever, or that way this doesn't run exceptionally long. Either way, we'll go ahead and make probably one more video on this one, I think is all we're going to need just about to finish out Devil May Cry 2, Lucia's edition. If you guys are liking the videos, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, as always. Other than that, we may or may not finish this game within the next video. So, if you're enjoying it so far, we probably got 1 or 2 more in us before we finish the game. So, go ahead and check that out when we get to it. Other than that, see you in the next one.